Hello, everybody. Tomorrow will be the premiere, and today I'll be working on Endgame Part 2. Gonna get a couple of things. I noticed that Fab has a major sale going on. There's one plugin that I do want to get. Let's see. So today I'm just going to be looking at some fight scenes. I might get a couple. Might look into a few. So let me go open up this set here in Unreal Engine. Yeah, premiere will be less than 12 hours away, so here, I'll put a link up for anybody interested in that. Ooh, what's this? Oh, cool. I just saw a channel update. That looks really interesting. So, yeah, let me go and post a link. There we go. So, just going to go through the set here. It's not too bad. Just something I spent an evening on. Some of the sets were from, some of the props were from Decagon and Polygon. So, just got a month of Polygon. So, textures here you see are from Polygon. Pretty high quality stuff. I'm tempted to actually, for this one, I don't know. I don't know if I have the subdivision for that, but. So we have two characters here, Bond and the henchman. They're going to fight. It's going to be kind of, I'm looking for something very brutal. And yeah, I think the set looks pretty decent for what it is. You know, I'm just looking for a couple angles and the lighting and everything to work. It's not bad at all. Had a couple issues before when it comes to the lighting, so I'm just going to stop highlighting this. Also, there's a little button. One is I used Ultra Dynamic Sky, but the light was bleeding constantly. So what I did, and this is what I usually do for interior sets, I put all these little blocks in here. That way the light absorbs it. That way it just doesn't bleed through. It's pretty useful for a lot of these interior sets, because you get this little bleed through effect and it affects the plants here and it just kind of screws with the camera. So today I'm going to just kind of test out a couple of, I'm just testing out some fight scenes here. I do have a couple ideas for angles, how this is going to be approaching. I want it to be very brutal, so I'm on a 35, but on a 58. I might go 75, 105. We'll see. I'm just kind of seeing what works. It's gonna be in contrast to what the Bond girl will be doing. So I'm thinking a lot more faster cuts. Something a little bit more brutal. Maybe the camera. It's something. A lot of handheld. Nothing it's something similar to what you've seen in the first part, or maybe I just want to make sure you feel every punch, every kick. And then Bond Girl, when she climbs up the building, it's going to be a lot more smoother, a lot more, the cuts are there. There is going to be a shot where it's going to be a little bit more chaotic. You'll see it when I release part 2, but I'm just kind of thinking of the framing and everything, but I do also need to think of the fights. So there's a couple things I want to go with this. So I'll close out of that because iClone doesn't like competition. It wants to be a huge resource hog. Yeah. There's a couple of things I can go with. I think this would be fun, Oh, you know what? I want to try this. I want to see how stupid this looks. And then maybe he rolls and gets up immediately. I want to see. Yeah, that's kind of the annoying thing with iClone. It's just slow. I'm going to take a guess. What is this? It's probably this. I'm just going to set the 0 and set Bond 0. I really don't need to worry about the subdivision. I already have the characters in. All it's just going to do is just get in the way. So hopefully this will be a lot smoother. And let's set Bond to 0. So I'm looking for I'm for the fighting scenes. It's a lot more brutal, a lot more. It kind of shows. Okay, you son of a gun. Okay. Let's be nice. Let's be nice here. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to put this character at 0. And let's 0 out this character too, so that way I kind of know, and then I can move around and transform. I also have other fighting motions I can work with. I'm just looking for something brutal. Lifts, something like that. I can look at this. Ooh, I'll look into that. Slam face down. Let's see how that works. That could be interesting. Don't think anything too powerful, but I do. I think Bond should get hurt a couple times during this. So let's put this here. Let's rotate the character 180. And we can just rotate if we need to. Now, does he go in an arc? Slightly. It's a little crazy, but does he bounce? Okay. That's a maybe. So that also answers a question like I get from quite a few people, like how do I get the fight motions to work? How do you get the scene working seamlessly with one another? And sometimes you just have to look and see what's right for the scene, and you know, you have to kind of weigh your options, see what works, and it just kind of takes some playing around. What works with the scene? So let's see. Base fall 180. Capoeira. If anything, I know there's a couple I can look into just in case. Let's see. Air tech combo. That must be from Frank. Let's try finisher. Okay. So yeah, this is just more like weighing my options, see what I have and don't have, and yeah. It's not a bad option to consider. Now I'm thinking like sparring. We'll add some sparring here. Start at the beginning so I have it all lined up. It's not too bad. I will do that, you know, if they're thrown into the wall motion. I think that will work. That's a little too extreme, but it's interesting. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'll probably look into this later, but some of it's like I said, this finishes. I thought we had blocks. I'll have to look and see what I have. Fighter, air attack, air combo. That could be worthwhile. I know Revolution has plenty of these. Oh, let's see what they have. So this is mostly dodge, kick. Punch. Let's find out here. Combo. Straight hand-to-hand combat. Invade. I do like this, so let's try that. I might go with this. This is actually a pretty good one. I think when he starts there, he runs out. Probably gets up. So I have to find out. Like this here for Bond. Yeah, we'll have to avoid that, but now the main question. Bond. Probably move them like this here. I like this. I think this could be fun. I just want to see. I think the set should be big enough, but I can easily move things around if I need to. Let's see. I like this. Let's try bringing this in. But first, I need to do a couple things. So this is actually a really good fight. I like it. Even though I want it to be brutal, I want to at least have some of these moments here. Because it's just giving me ideas how to properly get this filmed. So let's actually get an emotion going for the character here. Now, yeah, let's just do digital soul for now. That's going to be my base. And it's going to be the base for these characters. Then I can actually, what I can do is stretch it out and then make adjustments as I go along. So yeah, there's a lot I can do with this. And yeah, you'll be seeing Endgame tomorrow, like what I can do with a really good fight scene. Let's do face key, and let's do him first. Yeah. That. Thanks for being very loud. Where is he in regards to Bond? So I want his eyes, and then I'm just going to slowly adjust. Let's revert that. Do that here. And then change it to here. Just like that. Back to angry. Have a revert. Nope. Sorry. Revert to 0. Okay. So he's going to have the face, but right there. Expression. Look down. This is just like a very quick way of doing fight scenes for me. It does like that, just getting to that. There we go. That tone here. So if we do this, you'll see how much of a difference it makes compared to them just being, having that blank expression on their face. So. Yeah, thanks for being loud. Thanks for being loud there, iClone. I think that's where he's going to show his most emotional moment there. Back to angry. And there. I want his eyes to dart this way. Yeah, I think that's it for him. Okay, now for Bond. Same thing. Angry. Always with the anger. Where is he staring at? You gotta see where your character's staring at. Now you can have them look at, but that's gonna be a problem when they're let's do something like that. And then I think Bond very grumpy. Bond attack. Where is he staring at? All right, where is he? Where is he? There we go. All right, let's bring both of them in. Sweet. Okay. I have a fun little angle for this. Let's bring both of them in and actually film it. I have a few ideas. All right. Let's get Unreal Engine in. Okay. We're going to do motion, range, 60 frames per second. Now that, and transfer. A little bit more than 11 hours to go. That's going to be fun. see. Almost there. Almost there. There's a few things I can do in Unreal Engine. But you know what? Otherwise, you know, you can just don't show it. It's about where you put the camera. Okay, we're good. We are good. Okay. Just in case, I'll save this just in case things don't go well. Even though, yeah, that's going to be really nice. Okay. Saving under the default name. Don't do that. You're just gonna make yourself very angry. All right, so let's call it spar 1, spar A. There we go. And I'm just going to actually get this as day always fight. There we are, so that way I know. Move here. And that's going to be his motion because he's going to be in the scene only. So I don't need to worry about that. Spar A. Perfect. Wait a second. I may have to refilm a couple of scenes. Darn it. Just realized something. Yeah, I don't know. I'll look into it tomorrow. Alright. And then I'm just going to have to figure out how to tie everything together. I'm thinking maybe somewhere like this. They're going to fight up and down the hallway. Why not? So, let's do this here. Let's coordinate the two together. Let's put them in the control. Make sure, so 0, 0, and 0. Same thing, 0, 0, and 0. Put them right in the center of the origin. Right there, so that way I know exactly how to, yeah, my, yeah, it's gonna be way over there, but that's okay. That's my control point. So when they're fighting, what I can do is just drag them both into a pretty decent area here. So they're right here, and here's what I'm gonna do. Just because I don't want to confuse myself. Characters. Here, here, move them here. There we go. That way I immediately know what I want. Good. Oh God. They're really far away. Yeah. Okay, we'll see. All right, so right there. 3, 2, 1, and click on the keyframe, or you can, there's a setting here. You can actually key this every time you move them. But it probably helps to put them at a certain location just in case. Just move them a little bit more, and even then what I can do is just kind of move the transform a bit for them. Just be like this and this. Oh god, oops. I can delete the transform key a bit. Yeah, just like that. And if I can move them around, I can. Like you kind of see. So, you know, I can cheat. It doesn't matter. You can do whatever you need to do. So, you know, just in case, let's put the, if we put the camera somewhere, heck, I can just put this here. You know? You can find an interesting little spot here for the camera, you know, just like that, yeah. So how are we going to film this? That's going to be fun. Do I put them? I'm going to put them on the right and then Bond on the left. And let's follow line of action. Make sure we're not going to cause any confusion. So I might actually, yeah, you know what? I might do like multiple cameras and then just kind of render one at a time. That way, when I cut, I'll know exactly what to do. So that way, I'm not like crossing line of action, doing things stupid. So we'll put this up here for him. And that we can also improve on lighting as well. But I think something like this can work. So let's get our camera going here. I might just even duplicate this just in case. God dang it. There we go. And I can Eventually we'll have to get like a lighting set up for Bond, make sure, because this doesn't look right lighting wise. So 3, 2, 1. So I might do. No, that won't work. Fuck. I want like a nice smooth camera angle here. Just kind of focus on him. So. Obviously for him, we can actually move him a little bit like this. I want him to be like that. Or, actually, hang on. Is it possible? I don't want it to. Let's transfer the camera here. Please don't crash, Unreal. And do something like this from here to here. Just see how that looks. Just no, actually. Yeah. I don't know how. Okay. Okay. Tell you what. Alright, just raise this just like this. Roll it down. Now you get a little bit more complex movement. Just like that. Okay. What? Bastard. Why aren't they getting any light? Okay, back to the focus. Now that my character's got light. It's always fun. Like, then we'll do close-ups and then more fighting. A lot more hitting. But I think it's a pretty good start. Yeah, we're good with that. And that's the fun thing is I did this in one camera and it's easy to follow. So see where the door is. Yeah, back pretty close. You got the blocking, you got the lighting here. Turn it off and save everything. Everything. Yeah, this is going to be a fun Bond film. Or this is just... this is going to be just one of many shots. This is just one of the shots I'm doing, then I have to edit together, but... Just let the actors do the work and good. Just double check and make sure everything was fine, but one. Oh, yeah, you can press that button, it'll keyframe everything. Should have done that, but whoops. But yeah, you kind of see it's powerful too. Just I thought I was doing a lot of cutting, but I think I'm really liking this. So I'm going to go offline and render this, and then head off to bed and kind of prepare for the premiere tomorrow. So yeah, if anyone has any questions, let me know. And see you tomorrow morning.